get our 40 amp breaker fitted and surge protection is going on 21L1. Looking pretty good. Looks good from here anyway. Yeah. These go red when it needs replacing. Is to get all of our breakers mounted. So I said about this chart earlier, it's got all of our circuits on and all of our breakers on, so I'm going to start loading them up on the left hand side. I've done the right hand side, start loading them up on the left hand side. I'm going to have to find somewhere to bosh these as well, temps, briefly, although he has left them 2 circuits spare, so that should be sweet. But yeah, I then just want to dress these leads in as best as I can. They look terrible, to be honest, but yeah, you can never get around that unless you go for like the wireless boards. Right, a couple of C10s to put in, and then waiting on the rest. So what Gaz has done is he's sending the neutrals through the trunking, down and in. That's going to keep them super neat. And then the earths he's just tying up like this in bundles and sending into the bottom of the earth bar. It's actually a really nice way of doing it. A lot of people send both the neutrals and the earths behind the breakers. It can get super busy. And sending the neutrals through the trunking makes that, accessible and easy. And then the earths around the back is still obviously a really neat way of doing it. What's banging about the KQ boards as well is obviously no tool needed to get the breakers on. So it just makes that super easy.
Breakers real lad.
Lovely, just in time.
I'm just going to poke them behind.
Yeah. I normally send both the neutrals and the earths behind, but it gets proper busy. But sending them round and then doing that with that's the right way to do it, mate. I'm nicking that. Sweet, nice one. SPD's in. It's just I ain't got Jude with me, so it takes a little bit longer. I'll get something done for you today anyway, mate.
It's your time consuming, you don't think?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Plus, I'm like, could have done that in half the time. Do you know what I mean?
I'm the same, mate. That's the first thing everyone looks at.
Yeah.
Insulation.
Yeah.
But look at that, and that's sweet. Chances are the rest of it's.
Even in years to come, it's the first thing that comes off, isn't it? Ball cover.
I just think I've got severe.
Every spark I rate is rated on their boards anyway, isn't it?
Boy. We got a break. Well, I don't know if you want.
Yeah, I've got food here to be fair, so I'll probably just jump in you when you come back. Straight in. Numero 5. RCBAs and MC leads are in. The fly leads are in. I'm really not happy with them, but I don't think you can never be happy with them if you take pride in what you do. But yeah, let's have a look. So that is how we are looking. Gary's already got these in and sort of set the precedence. We're just going to swoop in with the cables. I've got to continue on down and get all these circuits in. These are just temporarily tied. They'll probably stay how they are until they get to the bottom, and I'm probably going to trim them all down and redo them, I think, depending on time. I don't think I'm going to get this done today. It's 12:15. I might get the circuits away, but worst case I can always pop back next week and make it look pretty. But yeah, now I've just got to work around these temps as well. I think the breakers will remain in when I'm done, but the temp circuits won't, so I don't want to tie them in and have them in the way. Speaking of time, it's 12:15 and we're still on down there, look. The old Unilite PL3 is, yeah, still going. So that's good news. Still got to try and recover that. I'm happy with this side. This side, it's just those fly leads again. I've got all the functional earths just tied in a bundle behind there. Impossible to get them to look neat. You can cable comb them and stuff like that, but yeah, you've got to be realistic. What I'll do is, again, I'll fiddle around with them once I've got the circuits in. I'll pull them all one by one with a pair of long nose, tighten those tie wraps and spend way too much time getting them pretty, but for now I just need them out the way. What we've done as well is we've just sent them all the way up, and then they just go into the bottom there, so they're quite inconspicuous, and then all the earths for the circuits will come around the top and loop in like Gary's done already. But yeah, that is the board prepped anyway, and now I'll start putting the circuits away. Some existing lighting circuits have different circuit references than the final circuit chart. So what I've got to do is correlate them via the key switch and then put them in. So this can take a little bit of time, and then the other circuit should just fly in. I think though, probably got about an hour and a half left of the day. It's coming up to 1 o'clock, hour and a half, 2 hours. My Unilite's still going at 1 o'clock, still going, so that's doing pretty well. But yeah, got hour and a half, 2 hours, including tidying up. I reckon I'll probably get halfway maybe, if not all of them away, but it won't be me. And then I'm actually going to come back next week and do like a finishing video, because a lot of the work, to be honest, is in putting everything away, building the board, everything like that. And then, yeah, it takes time after that to make it look pretty. But yeah, we'll crack on, we'll see how far we get. These are references I'm on about here. These are existing lighting circuits. For instance, that one is 301. 301 on here is 301 is port 2. Port 2 on here is 10L3. So 301 wants to go with 11L3, 12L3, 12L1, 12L1, 10L1, 10L2, 10L3. 10L3's already been done. So let's make sure I've got that right. 11L2, 10L3, 10L3. Yeah, let's go speak to Gary. Right, so Gary's been in and cracked the code for me. So the ports I want to ignore, that's just for the area controllers. I want to go off lighting. So 2L2 is lighting 4. Lighting 4 is 11L2. And 11L2 is the one I've connected it to. So next up is, should be 2L3. Yeah, 2L3. And 2L3 is lighting 5. Lighting 5 is 11L3. So that cable wants to go in with 11L3. So that's what we're doing there. So as you can see, it's easily quite confusing, and that's why it's so time consuming, is because you've got to get that sort of stuff right, on top of obviously dressing the board, get everything neat, etc. But yeah, when you're dealing with existing stuff and that, people don't realise how much time and how complicated boards can get. Should be fine, once you get through the lighting circuits, it should be flying. Like I say, I don't think I'm going to get all of it done today, but yeah, we'll see how we get on. There's always next week. So that's the lighting circuit's done. Obviously, they're all going to get dressed in properly later, but they're still pretty neat, pretty ready to go. Again, that's the best way to do their maths. Dress them all back, leave a little bit of play in the trunking. These all get tied up properly, proper job, but yeah, that's that. I'm now going to get probably, 4 or 5 of these put away, I think. And then it's coming up to about 2:30, so yeah, we will call it a day around then. I've got loads of tidying up to do as well. So yeah, I'll sort all that out. Quick update on the Unilite. Still going down there. Right, what we've got next, we've got T-point ring 501. Door access, booth radio, T-point rings, probably going to be T-point ring, there we go. Gary couldn't have made it easier for me, he's even sleeved the circuits and everything. What a leg end. What we got? Gap of 1, 2. Gap of 2. And that RCBO, so we're going to cut about there. Right, I'm going to start packing up. I've got one of the other circuits in, but to be honest, the armoured, there's a bit more work there. By the time I start untangling them all, I don't want to sleeve just one. I want to get them all sleeved, and by the time I start untangling them all, sleeving them all, there's an hour's work there easy. But that's where we are. Where we are. Can't talk today. All lighting circuits done. One of the power circuits done. You can sort of see how the dressing in is going to take place. Again, it's all loose, nothing's final, and then we'll tidy it all up, get all these tie-ups sorted, comb it all through as best as I can. When it's ready, the RCBOs are, I mean, they are what they are. They look how they look. But yeah, we're getting there. We are getting there. That's going to be all the key switches. So next week I'll probably be able to get all the yokes in there, give the trunk a good clean. Obviously we fit the SPD this morning as well. So that's all dressed up nice and pretty. That is it. I'm going to get all this tidied up and I'm going to get out of it. It's a Friday. Right, so it's actually a week from when I last saw you guys. I've been here all day. It's about 3 o'clock on a Friday. I got here at 7 AM. The board is done. I'll run you through that in a minute. Basically, I intended to fully film today, but it was more of the same, and then it was just a load of cable dressing, and to be honest, the whole board's not really done anyway, the meters aren't set up, so it was more of the same, and yeah, I didn't want to make another video for the sake of it, but I thought I'd tag this on to the end of this video and show you, yeah, the board. So there it is in all its glory. Got all of the earths in at the top, all those RCBOs, everything wired in. These two breakers are still doing the temps. We've got the temps out for a minute, but yeah, they're the temps there. Got some other cables to gland in that I'm not going to be able to pick up, but that is the majority of it. Obviously, a few of these shrouds need to be tidied up. It's yet to be snagged, do you know what I mean? SPD in there. Meters I really wanted to set up today, but again, haven't got time. But basically, to run you through the board, this is your main incomer, passes through these CTs into this 3-pole switch, solid neutral, so it's not a 4-pole switch. These CTs are basically current transformers, so they're going to measure the current of these cables and record onto this meter here. And then there's also some current transformers in here which are going to measure the bus bar basically for this top section. And then if you remove this from that value, that's going to tell you how much this top section's pulling, and then you'll be able to calculate how much the lighting alone is costing you. It's for Part L of the building regulations basically, where they want to be able to monitor and have the information available for lighting, because of course it should be LED. I mean, you can't actually see anything there, but it should be like LED and obviously energy efficient and what have you. But yeah, that is the board. We've obviously got a tape marking up our phases still and stuff. Trunking, hiding all of the sins. It gets really busy in there, but it allows you to make the board look pretty neat. I've got to give it to Gal and the guys at Amtech, to be fair. Like they built the board, they just let me take the cream and they've smashed it. Still got key switches to do. Got the lighting controller, Simtronic have been out today to program all of the lighting. But yeah, that is the board. Obviously, you know me, I'd love to show you more, but yeah, I've run out of time and I'm actually not going to be back on this job anymore. So I think the boys will send me some pictures of it once it's got all the cable idents on and the meters on and stuff, so I'll probably try and chuck them into this video. But yeah, that is it for this one. Hopefully you've enjoyed it, you know, installing the board, showing you as much as I can across 3 days and a couple of videos. I've really enjoyed making the videos as usual, but yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed this little series, and it's now on to, yeah, bigger and better things, I guess. But yeah, boys are looking to finish this job off on Tuesday, so it's right at the end of the project. Probably be testing up Monday and Tuesday and labelling and stuff like that. As always, thanks for watching. Thanks for always supporting the channel. Check out Loadout, all the links will be below for, yeah, Loadout Tool Shop, Big Boots, all the supporters and the sponsors of the channel. So yeah, check all that out, and I'll catch you in the next one.